We're going to finish standard form of a quadratic function today in section 2. Just a couple of reminders for you to make sure are filled in on your notes. Standard form is listed there for you. Remember, in standard form, we do not have a vertex, an h, and a k. The axis of symmetry is x equals h, but to find h, we do negative b over 2a. The vertex of the parabola will still be at hk, where h is negative b over 2a. And you find k by substituting that h value in the original function for x. New to standard form, we have the y-intercept, which occurs at 0, c. Your parabola will open upward if it's positive or greater than 0, and will open downward if it's negative or less than 0. So, just a quick recall for you. If we have x squared plus 2x plus 3, we actually did this question in day 1 of this lesson. This parabola opens up because your a value is 1. Its y-intercept is occurring at 0, 3, because c is 3. The axis of symmetry. In order to find the axis of symmetry, you need to find h. Remember that a is 1, b is 2, and c is 3. To find h, you do negative b over 2a. So in this case, we do negative 2 over 2 times 1. We get h is negative 1. And so the axis of symmetry is occurring at x equals negative 1. And to find k, we're still missing that for the vertex, we would put negative 1 into the original function for x to solve. You end up with 2, and so your k value and your h value go into vertex form to get negative 1, 2. At this point, we wanted to talk about writing this in vertex form. Vertex form required 3 letters, an a, an h, and a k, and we have them all. We've already written down that a is 1, we found that h is negative 1, and we found that k was 2. And so if we sub all of that information in to vertex form, remember vertex form looks like this. I put my 1 in for a, I put my negative 1 in for h, and my 2 in for k. Pretty up the minus and negative inside, we get a vertex form that looks like that. So the standard form that we started with looks like that vertex form that's bubbled. That's what they're going to ask you to do. They're going to give you a standard form and ask you for a vertex form. So the first thing you need to do is find a, this one's negative b, or negative 2, b, which is negative 8, and c, which is negative 5. We're going to find h first. To find h, we do negative b over 2a. And be careful with your signs. They can get lost. It's negative b, so I'm going to start with a negative, but my b is negative. So I end up with a negative, negative 8, which I'll fix in a second. On the bottom, it's 2 times a, which is negative 2. Negative, negative 8 is positive 8. And on the bottom, 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. So I find that h is negative 2. Remember, to find k, we substitute that h value into the original function for x and solve. Use the calculator if you need to. Negative 2 squared is 4, times negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 2 is a positive 16. And negative 8 plus 16 is 8, minus 5 is 3. K is 3. So all you need to do to finish this, and I'll write vertex form here for you in case you forget, is substitute your a, your h, and your k. So we get y equals negative 2, parentheses, x, and then it's minus h. But your h is a negative 2, so the minus and negative 2 will actually turn positive. And then attach your plus k, which is 3 on the end, and you're all done. So to go from standard form to vertex form, all you have to do is find a, h, and k, and then substitute. The vertex form of f of x equals 1/2 x squared plus 2x. We're going to find a, b, and c first. My a value is 1/2, my b value is 2, and my c value is 0. It's okay. Might make you a little uncomfortable, but it's just 0. So we're going to find h first, which was negative b over 2a. So it's negative, my b value is 2 over 2 times a, which is 1/2. So I get negative 2 over 1. Use the calculator if you need to. So my h value is negative 2. To find k, I'm going to put that back into the original function wherever I see an x. Use the calculator. Negative 2 squared is 4 times 1/2 is 2. And 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. So k is negative 2. I'm going to substitute all of this into vertex form. My a, my h, and my k. So I get y equals, my a value is 1/2 times x minus, my h value is a negative 2. So that minus a negative 2 is going to turn positive. The minus a negative 2 turns positive. And then on the end, attach a minus 2 because your k in this case is negative as well. Pause the videos to do the trials.